Our next speaker is Slim from Food Not Bombs. And if you've been at our rallies, I don't really need to say anything more than that. He does food. Come on, Slim. And the cans of food that you brought, he's one of the recipients.
Over on this side is where you put the cans, so walk around the crowd, feel free. Hello, my name is Slim. I participate in a worldwide political action called Food Not Bombs. I'm here to thank everyone who donated food here today and would like to extend an invitation to anyone who is tired of throwing out good food from restaurants, caterers, events, groceries, bakeries, or farms. We're happy to pick it up for you and serve it. Food Not Bombs is our demand. It comes from the fact that our government always has enough money in the budget for guns, tanks, and bombs, and never enough to make sure that all of us are fed, clothed, and housed. So for the past 20 years locally, our Food Not Bombs chapter has served a hot meal to 200 of our neighbors every Sunday at 4 o'clock, rain or shine, no matter what. We're outside the Central Library on the corner of St. Clair Meridian with about 40 people helping to make it happen. And we'd like you to come and help too. If you don't live close by, there's a chapter in almost every American city, including Fort Wayne and South Bend, with 2 new groups, starting in Muncie and in Hamilton County. Our model of care is called mutual aid, which is a form of political protest where everyday people take responsibility for caring for one another and changing political conditions, not through symbolic gestures or putting pressure on representatives, but through direct action to help your neighbors. Because if they aren't going to do it, then we're going to do it ourselves. Mutual aid calls on us to build new social relationships and to make the disasters happening around us more survivable. It means including all kinds of people, folks undergoing hardship and oppression. They know what they need best, and we'll believe them. They're capable and insightful, and it's our responsibility to include them in our movement. Because activism isn't just for students or young people with extra time. It's for people with jobs and bills, for parents with young children. It's time for people, it's activism, it's for people who work long hours to make ends meet, and most of all, members of our community who are food and housing insecure. I've been helping out for 5 years without getting burnt out. We have a culture of help and support for everyone, but especially so for volunteers who are hungry themselves or need help with transportation to get to and from events. If this piques your interest, come and meet us and help serve one Sunday. You can also help our sister group, Circle City Mutual Aid, who helps us with clothes, medicine, and hygiene products. What do you have to lose? New members have just as much say as I do. There's no better way to start doing grassroots direct action activism than working with us and making decisions with us. In fact, so many people came to volunteer after the election that we've doubled in size the past few months. That also means that we've outgrown our kitchen. If you know of a kitchen that would let us come in on Sunday mornings, have 2 stoves and a place to store our things inside, that's a special need for us right now. So our table is just outside the whistles right over there. Please come and say hi. Right now, the Trump administration and the Indiana legislature are doing their best to cut all of our support systems out from under us. On Thursday, we saw how Mike Braun will happily to fund Indianapolis public schools, libraries, and fire stations. But they increased the police budget to $338 million. That's $13 million more than last year, and crime is down 20% between 2023 and 2024.
Pussy!
Coward! The teachers participated in a one-day strike so large to try and stop it that they stopped the public school system. Disruptive action like that is a step in the right direction. We can plan march after march in front of this State House with the goal of having our voice heard. But the simple fact is, lawmakers aren't seeing why they have to listen to you. I'm sure they'll feel it come elections, but where's the pressure right now? The only way to make real change is to show that you have the power to enact consequences for our leaders' bad behavior. The House Judiciary Committee overplayed their hand by trying to make it illegal to be homeless across the state. A criminal charge with a $500 fine for sleeping on public property is monstrous behavior. That's as much as my rent. We have the potential here to make a movement much more powerful than the police or lawmakers could ever imagine. It means deciding it's your responsibility to solve these problems, not the Democrats. We have much more power to make change than they ever did. We aren't here to have our voices heard. We're here to build grassroots power. And power means making demands with social and political consequences. Thank you again for your donations. We're so happy that the 51 movement brought us all together. It's time for next steps, and it's time for direct action.